You killed him! No, I did not. I gave him life. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, once again coming at you for a retro VHS showcasing video. Today I'm coming at you to showcase the original, very first North American VHS release of Re-Animator. As you can see here, there is a video store sticker covering up the copyright information and the copyright year of this VHS cassette release. So I'll probably do some research online and put the year of this release on the screen so you know the release year of this VHS. Taking a closer look at the front cover, we can see H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator. Death is just the beginning. And I always loved this little spiel here on the front cover. Herbert West has a very good head on his shoulders and another one in a dish on his desk. And I actually think this cover art's really cool. You've got the Dr. Hill headless body, although it's really cool how the headless body is like, you can't really necessarily tell it's headless unless you know it's headless. Like if you just look at this cover without knowing what this movie's about, you wouldn't know that this guy is headless, this figure coming out of the shadows. But after you see the movie, obviously you know this is the headless Dr. Hill body. But I guess the way to do, the way they're doing this is just to have it be not so graphic on the front cover. We'll keep the graphicness for the rear cover, which makes a whole lot of sense. Obviously, Jeffrey Combs here as Herbert West, in my opinion. I haven't seen everything Jeffrey Combs has been in, but in my opinion, Herbert West is the role he was born to play. And honestly, it's just such a shame that there's only 3 movies, or 2 good ones, or actually 1 real good one, and the second one's decent, and I don't really like the 3rd one. But it's also a shame, like it seems to me like in the first couple movies, in the opening credits, like Jeffrey Combs is like the last billing, and Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West, and it's just like, I mean, he completely steals the show in the first 2 movies. It's just so ironic. But anyway, panning further down close to the bottom of the front cover here, obviously you can see unrated edition underneath all of these credits. I want to say that the R-rated version on VHS had it didn't have this baby blue or whatever the hell kind of greenish blue color. It was like black, I think, or something like that, which actually looked really good. But the Vestron Video differentiated the VHSs between R-rated and unrated by just the color of like the spine and the top and the rear. I want to say it was the R-rated VHS might have been all black. Taking a look at the right spine, we see here there was a video store sticker that I ripped off, I'm pretty sure, after I bought it, which ripped off some of the spine. We've got Vestron Video. This is the mid to late 80s Vestron Video logo, along with H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator. Death is just the beginning. On the bottom of the spine here we've got unrated edition VHS VA5114. Taking a look at the left spine, seems to be in much better shape, as I didn't rip off a sticker from this spine. I think pretty much it's identical to the right spine. Top of this VHS looks like this. Taking a look at the back of the VHS cover, we've got some quotes here. One of the year's top 10 films, The Village Voice. The cast is bright and witty. The year's best science fiction film, People magazine. That's interesting. And one of the big selling points for this movie for me on VHS back when I rented it, my dad and I probably rented this, I think I saw this for the very first time in 1990 at some point. Obviously one of the big selling points, or 2 of the big selling points, are the 2 images they show here. And I hope I can get away with showing these images on YouTube. But yeah, they're definitely big selling points to rent this movie as a 13-year-old. It's like those two images are all I needed to see as a 13-year-old gorehound to rent this film, and I'm glad to have experienced this film at the age of 13 and more or less having been able to grow up with this film. I feel very fortunate to have been able to do so. It really sparkled up my life, that's for sure. Re-Animator, H.P. Lovecraft's wildly outrageous tale. of grisly horror that has become a modern cult classic almost overnight comes to home video to haunt, thrill, and delight the mad scientist in us all. Reanimation, the science of bringing dead creatures back to life, is Herbert West's dream. West tests his secret, life-rejuvenating potion on some cooperative corpses at a local morgue. It's a success, but only a temporary one, as the dead spring to life, reacting violently to their reanimation. Zombies are loose, and now West cannot control the very beasts he has recreated. The born-again dead are unstoppable. Even severed body parts take on life like so many split worms. Herbert West has a serious problem. Will he become the first in a new breed of headhunters, or are all of his woes coming to a head? Re-Animator, an intense film of spine-tingling effects and macabre humor. And as we've already seen here, we've got a video store sticker here, barcode covering partially up the actual barcode featured on the back of the cover sleeve thingy. It covers up the release year, as I've already mentioned, which is kind of a bummer. Didn't know that till I just looked at it, but life indeed goes on. Taking a look at the VHS cassette itself, we've got the mid to late 80s Vestron video logo on the cassette here. Re-Animator, copyright 1985. Re-Animator Productions, that's original. Incorporated, all rights reserved, 86 minutes, and it's even indicated on the label here, which is cool, unrated edition. And then, you know, underneath the burgundy line here, we've got the all-important copyright information. Taking a look at the spine here, I'm pretty sure we've seen this on other Vestron videotapes I showcase. We've got just kind of an information label here, Re-Animator, indicating also unrated, VV there, and number, and this and that, and you can pause and read these amazing numbers if you really want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcasing of the very first VHS release in North America of H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator, unrated edition. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.